have one land, they use the chemical. The first 2 years, the product is very high. The owner of that land is going to village and can buy a new car, can buy the new land, the neighbor lands, because they're rich. But after 10 years or 8 years, because that chemical destroy, he going to be poor again, because the land, the soil is damaged because the chemical they use the long term. We have a lot of research and resource of research conclusion. Some of them choose to be organic. It's starting. It's to take time to recover the soil or the atmosphere or the nutrients in the soil. But within 3 years, everything changed and make them, whatever they growing, the product of the land crop, higher and higher, because the organic, is slowly to develop, but it's certain develop, or we use the other name is sustainable development. You compare with that, and so for the example, we have a critical who design the system. Who bear the list, who benefit the financial, who control the data. And if we come back to the example we give today, is like the temple. They try to be clean temple. Who design the system? That is the perspective, and the need is support for who. And therefore, he just say to set the environment, to use the technology. And who bears the list? The list is belong to the 3 stakeholders. Remember, is the visitor, the member, the list, and who come to visit, who come to usually come to visit and asking for help. And another challenge is the company. The challenge is the list. The benefits also, the temple also have some benefits. The company also have. The control data 100%, we know that is 80% belong to the company who did everything free, but they used to be the model to do research. And the data control also is like the temple themselves, to know how many and how they save the budgets to run the temple, because even Thailand we have Buddhist country, right? We got support. It's not 100% of support. And this is the truth. Some temple even don't have money to pay for electric bill. Some temple even single monk to do the sangha work for the society. Nowadays we have a lot of conflicts and effects and issue. If we challenge with the present situations. So now we talk about and how we can apply our Buddhist teaching. Firstly, sila. Sila what is to protect, the sila ourselves. The Buddha also talking about ecology. Sila, the Buddha talking about staying in the with the nature. Especially when you practice meditation, go to the forest, have one verse, and in many places of the sutta talking about it. Even the Buddha himself, when he practiced himself, he go to the forest, leave the palace. Okay, Sila, Ahimsa, yeah, no need to harmful others, even the tree. Have one story the Buddha talking about, the Deva or the tree Deva, they come out because have monk go to practice and cut the tree, and that branch of tree is look like they seem some organ of that Deva, and they crying and say, "Oh Buddha, your follower cut my hand, cut my leg." And the Buddha said, "What they do with you? Why they go there?" And that Deva said, "Oh, they go to practice meditation, but they cut my hand, cut my leg. They destroy some branch of the tree, to make some place for sitting meditation or for stay for a little, it's not for not long time, but they need to do something to be clear, and they can do practice meditations." And after that, the Buddha, according to the sutta and our Vinaya, the Buddha said, not allowed to cut the tree, and you need to cut the tree, you need to ask him, allowance, or maybe he in the sutta also mentioned that how big of the tree monk can cut. But from the situation from the past until now, we also have a discussion a lot about the right to cut the tree. Maybe past month or past 2 months, have one temple in Chantaburi. They cut the tree. That tree is going to fall down because that tree is 100 years, more than 100 years. And the inside they have some things have a space inside. It's going to fall down. This is also is the issue. We have a challenge question a lot. The airport asking someone to cut and to protect people to step in, because we don't know when it fell down. It's quite old, and the tree have a significance. It's going to fall down soon because have something eaten and have a broken some part, and inside have a space we can see clearly something like that, and cut the tree. But the topic, it should be good, right? Just cut the tree. But that tree have a lot of bat, and that bat is hang on the tree, and when the tree fell down, a lot of bat die in that situations. In the social, wow, it's like a fire. What do you think? You cut the tree and you kill other bat, kill the bat. And they're asking for the police come to do. It's like a criminal. Some says, what about Vinaya talking about it? These situations. What about the law? And what about the harmful ahimsa? And challenge the airport. The airport, he need to leave. He need to go to another temple, because he cannot stay that temple anymore. Even he said, I have intention to save people from the fall down of the tree. But my result now is challenged me, back to me. It's like the angel back. I kill, because his karma is good to save people, but he killed other people, other life. Maybe more than 100 bat, because that is the daytime. The bat cannot fly because they cannot open their eye, right? The big one is hard to find. It's like the special bat. They hang, the branch of the big tree, and because that big tree is in, stay with that temple. That big tree is, the age is more than 100 years. Imagine, the habit of the bat cannot go anywhere because that is their place, their home. Even you cut and it fell down, they cannot fly, go to anywhere. Because the daytime, they cannot open their eye and flying. So for me, I said, wow, it's again the challenge of the society, we challenge the Sangha activity, you know. So we have like 5 minutes, okay? 5 minute breaks. And after I come back, I will ask him for some video.